Thank you for the Katha. Sanātana Gosvāmī ki jai. Gaura Chandra ki jai. And thank you for the reflections and question, Mataji. I got it. Oh, yeah, we'll come to the question soon. My reflections about Sanātana Gosvāmī, a pure devotee. A devotee who is so pure-hearted that he's so much filled with Krishna. So much filled with Krishna. Bhagavad Bhagavatas tīrtha bhūtā swayam vibho tīrthi kurvanti tīrthāni sva antasteina gadhabhrataha. Sva antasteina gadhabhrataha. In the core of their heart, they carry gadhabhrataha, the Lord. So that's a pure-hearted soul carrying the Lord in the heart. They are like tīrthas. They are the sites for pilgrimage. And even the tīrtha yatras, they become sanctified because of this these saints who has Bhagavān in their heart. Tīrthi kurvanti tīrthāni. These Bhagavatas, they make a tīrthastali a tīrtha. So tīrthastali has become a tīrtha because of their presence. If they're not there, it's not a tīrthastali. So we generally make our trips, want to go to tīrthastalis, different places. But Bhagavatam says, Narottam Das Thakura sings, a tīrthastali is because of the presence of a tīrtha, which is a saint who is carrying Bhagavān in his heart. Narottam Das Thakura says, actually, why do you want to go here and there, put such great efforts going to all the tīrthastalis? Just worship a tīrtha, the Bhagavata who has Krishna in his heart. Just worship him. Wherever you are, just worship him. Says Srila Narottam Das Thakura. You know, when the teachings are there, even in the kathas also, there are kathas. There's a katha that can bring you to bhakti. And there's katha that can nourish you in bhakti, to keep you in bhakti, to stay connected and to keep you in bhakti. And there are kathas where not only we are getting nourished, but that can make us pure devotees. Srila Prabhupada has come here. To make us all pure devotees. Only then back home, back to Godhead. When our heart is purified and when we hanker for Krishna, when we see Krishna everywhere, all the time, when we have that love for Krishna, then we will go to spiritual realm and we'll stay there because that's what we want. So that's the katha that make us pure devotees. So like that, the kathas are there simply to bring in bhakti. Okay, you are in bhakti now. What's next? What's next? Bringing into bhakti is not too hard. That can happen. But for a laukika shraddha, to come to a shastri shraddha, to actually get nourished. So some may feel connected and nourished. That is not easy. Not everyone is ready for that too. after the first stage, when the katha is to bring into bhakti, then the public platforms, the big public platforms, and there will be many, the whole world, they can be drawn to bhakti with one, using the public platform like that. At least they get in a glimpse, they get some idea of what bhakti is. Some bhakti unmukha sukriti will be given like that. That is good. That is good. But the next state is when after somebody comes into bhakti, what about that then? As the modes are being washed away, that's not easy. Dear devotees, that is truth to be spoken. Coming into bhakti is relatively easy. Krishna's mercy initially is okay, yes, very attractive, come on in. But iske baad, after coming to bhakti, the real process starts. When the modes are getting washed off, the dirt gets washed off. It's not all the time it is very pleasant. But whoever is willing to get those modes washed off like that, who are willing to just go on, then they can come to this place of getting their bhakti nourished like that. We hear the kathas. That's one thing. We hear the kathas and we do the services. That is wonderful and that should go on. But the depth of the bhakti happens within. For those who are particular about the change that has to come from within, only those devotees, they will be able to sustain further. Because for some change to come within, there, when there is an old building, and if a new structure, if a temple has to be built there, in the same site, then what do? The old building has to go away, it has to be demolished. And only then the new structure can come in, right? We cannot build the temple in this when the old building is still there on the site. Like that, what happens is when we accept this process of bhakti, for those who has come into bhakti for that internal change, they will be able to come to the second step of getting nourished and connected in bhakti. To stay in bhakti is not easy. Staying in bhakti is also, you just stay together with the devotees and somehow the services go on and they do the services, whatever services we can, then the services can go on. And whatever katha we can hear, whatever is helping us, that katha we hear and we go on. That is also wonderful. And if that can happen for some years, that is also very good, wonderful. At least in the stage of bhakti aparadha. And bhakti abhasa. Bhakti abhasa means I really don't feel a lot of misery in me. I really don't feel a lot of misery in me. Bhakti is almost sukham. Yeah, when I feel like that, then it is closer to bhakti abhasa. So if a devotee is feeling like that, staying in bhakti, maintaining their bhakti, and is actually feeling like that, then that is really good. They should just continue with what they are hearing and the services. Srila Prabhupada's family ISKCON is merciful. There are many services. So whatever services they may be able to offer, they offer. But this feeling inside, I don't feel misery anymore. Bhakti is susukham. That is the indicator. And that means at least that bhakti is coming towards bhakti abhasa. Then these qualities of the sattva, they are there. Bhakti abhasa and quality of sattva, they go together. So then the devotee, when the devotee is feeling like that, oh, this bhakti is susukham, this is good. And that means there is deeper satisfaction in the mind. There is gravity in the thought. And they're thinking of welfare of other beings. And they are not too agitated with a competitive spirit like that. So those qualities, they come. When they come, that is to be known as bhakti abhasa. Like that. So for this state to happen, it doesn't necessarily have to happen right away. It takes time because all that modes have to be washed away. The mind will say many things before the mind feels satisfied, and before the mind can be in sattva. Sattva is a mind that feels satisfied and has nothing to complain. And there is a thinking of welfare of others. Before the mind can come to this point, it will say so many things. So many things. So one has, unless one is determined not to yield to this, what the mind is saying, but hold on to the Shastra Vani. Shastra also still more like FYI, the Sadhu Vani and the instruction of the Guru. Those things can bring us out from a mental zone. It's very difficult to come out of that mental zone. It can be convincing also. Mind convinces us in many ways because it just wants to feel that it is safe. So it doesn't want any old building to be demolished because it is attached, very attached to that. Without demolishment, okay, you do something else. You can build a temple, but don't demolish this. I am very much attached to this. The mind is like that. But yeah, that's why Sharalata, Dridata, Aikantikata, when these three things are there, then bhakti, internal transformation happens from aparadha bhakti to abhasa bhakti. And with the mercy of the Bhagavatas, that it will be taken to Shuddha Bhakti, like that. So this is what happens in the arena of bhakti. Why did this come? Sanātana Gosvāmī, yeah. So Sanātana Gosvāmī is a pure-hearted devotee, such purity that they have Krishna. So that's pure-hearted devotee. Srila Prabhupada is a Bhagavatam, and he came in. His mission is to make us like that, pure-hearted devotees. So when we are receiving descending mercy, Acharyavani, all that is actually to make us, to make all of us that to that pure devotee. Yeah. So that's what we have heard so far. A devotee who is pure in heart, totally dependent on Guru and Krishna. It is that dependency that makes one pure, nothing else of us. So like that, that's the place of a pure devotee. He makes a place tīrtha. That's first point. But so we take the sangha of those pure devotees. Since we are not there yet, we take the sangha of those pure devotees. Srila Narottama Das Thakura says, you simply serve the pure devotee. hear from the pure devotee, serve the pure devotee. That's all. These two things. And so that's what can make us pure. That's what can make us come over these modes and get us and take us towards Krishna, to a place, to a point where they install Krishna in our hearts. And their warning guides us guides us how to see Krishna in our day-to-day life, how to see Krishna in whatever is happening to us, and whoever we see, whatever we see, how to find Krishna, how to see Krishna, how to serve Krishna. Their Vani guides us in the beginning stages. So we just follow their Vani instruction in the beginning stages, and when the purity is happening more, then gradually the rest of the stages happen. So that's where our place is. We also heard from Bhakti Aparadha to Abhasa can happen. That's in the second state, sustenance in Bhakti. First state is coming to Bhakti. Second state is sustenance in Bhakti. Third state is deepening in Bhakti. Deepening in Bhakti. Completely depending on a pure devotee and Krishna, so we can become a pure devotee. That's the deepening in Bhakti, third state, like that. So when we are hearing Katha, then we can see, okay, where is this Katha? How is this helping me? Where is it helping me to get situated? And then we just go in that direction. Depending upon our determination. But the initial part of the bhakti, for the first step, nobody really needs Sharalata, Dridata, Ikantikata. No, that's not needed. Because initial step is just dependent on Laukika Shraddha. We are in bhakti just because of the devotees around. That's Laukika Shraddha. For that, personal qualities like Sharalata, Dridata, Ikantikata are not of great need. But how long will this initial state last? If it is only Laukika Shraddha, means the mind is big in Laukika Shraddha. We go with the dictates of the mind. How long will it last? To be able to continue for years and years just to sustain. Continuing in bhakti, sustenance can happen just with mode of goodness. So, how long will that last? To be able to sustain. And then the next thing is the Sharadata, Ikantika, Dridata. That is for those people who are determined. Determined that they are doing bhakti. They want this bhakti for total internal transformation. Purna Vikasita Chetana. So this is what we heard, dear devotees. I did not think it was going to head this way. I was going to simply glorify Sanātana Gosvāmī. But we may think, yeah, we hear that anyway. Pure devotees are glorified. But seeing where we are and what is our route to get there, it can help us more. So that's about Sanātana Gosvāmī and our state and our road to get there. Second thing I wanted to mention, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yeah, how the instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the life and soul for Sanātana Gosvāmī. Once he received the instruction from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, you go to Vrindavan and you do your, this is your seva, excavate the holy places, discover the holy places. Sanātana Gosvāmī took up that instruction, not only just as a life and soul, but when Bhagavān himself came, Madan Mohan said, when he said, you are just giving me dry chapatis, Sanātana, there is no salt even in this chapatis, not even salt. So, thoda sa salt to dena. That's Bhagavān coming and asking Sanātana Gosvāmī. And these Bhagavatas just doesn't stop with Bhagavān darshan, Bhagavān asking. Sanātana Gosvāmī said, I know, right now you are asking salt and tomorrow something else, something else. I am busy with my seva. The seva given to me by Gaurachandra, my Guru. I am busy. If I go around, beg for the salt and and something else for you, how will the seva continue? So Sanātana Gosvāmī. So Bhagavan is very happy. He didn't get the salt. Bhagavan didn't get the salt, but Bhagavan was very happy. Yes, you passed the test. So, like that, for them, the seva that is given by Guru, it is not ordinary seva that comes from a Guru, is seva given by Bhagavan himself. So, like that. Same thing with Shri Prahlada. Narsinga Bhagavan have come, appeared and says, okay, Prahlada, you can come with me now. Prahlada says, Bhagavan, thank you so much for the offer and you gave your darshan too, thank you. But how can I leave Narada Muni? Vritrasura, same thing. Indra, just throw that in a thunderbolt on me. I want to get liberated from this body, demonic body, and I want to go to Narada Muni who gave me Sankarsha. Prithu Maharaj, the same thing. Bhagavan comes, Bhagavan gives darshan. But the devotees are very intelligent. They know, they want to stay with the Bhagavata because it's the Bhagavata that gives Bhagavan at all times. We cannot get Bhagavan ourselves. Bhagavan may just give darshan and then go away. What happens to me next then? The Maya will come and then take me. But if I'm with the Bhagavata, he's always engaging me in the seva of Bhagavan. I like that. Yeah. And the last one, third one is the answer, yes, Mataji. The question, a ripe mango is ripe mango. Right now, I am a kacha mango. A kacha mango doesn't have the sweetness of ripe mango. It doesn't have that sweet aroma from the ripe mango because it's a kacha mango. But for a ripe mango, it's very natural. The color of the skin changes, it turns yellow, and the whole pulp gets juicy, sweet, and the smell that comes, the aroma comes from the mango is also sweet. It's just natural. So for those devotees, it's just natural to feel that way. That is very real for them. Like that. Yeah, we will not be able to understand it. But the process will take us there. Yeah. Yeah, like that. That's all. What time is it? Oh yeah, past 8, so we can pause here. That's all, Mataji. That's all, dear devotees. Anything to reflect for a minute? If not, we'll go for the shloka.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you,
Hare
Mataji. Thank you so much, Mataji. So, actually, you answered a lot. It's giving me like a kind of eye-opening, Mataji, because it's like you just said, when they want to build a temple, then they have to make sure that need to dissolve the old one and get the temple and things. So all those is like giving like how we are thinking about and how needs to be done.
Right.
So, so in that determination, so even though we have to think about how the construction needs to be happened.
Right. Yep.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare.
Thank you so much for the poshana, every day, like you said. Coming into bhakti is easy, but staying in bhakti, going deeper, that is not very easy, Mataji. So thank you for being that person to give poshana every day and letting that bhakti lata creep, grow, guarding against the weeds. And thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. That is my sustenance and my seva, Mataji. I am grateful. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you for the amazing Katha, Mataji. For me, I think when you explained sustenance part, especially when you mentioned the qualities of such a devotee, which can help them to go from sustenance to deeper layer. So simplicity is what I caught, Mataji, from today's Katha. So as long as that quality was not cultivated, or maybe with the mercy, it has to come from the pure devotee. When
actually, for that, Prabhu, Srimad Gaur Govinda Maharaj says, simplicity cannot be cultivated. But when we are with simple devotees, that's the only way. Only way that their simplicity gets rubbed off on us. That's the only way. Yeah. Yes. That's the mercy comes in that way, by being with simple devotee. That's what Maharaj says.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so much. I feel that is the main game changer, I believe, from the sustenance to going deeper.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Thank you so much for the Katha. It was like doing a surgery, opening up and showing everything in bhakti journey. Thank you so much, Mataji.
Most of the times, because it's an institution, a bigger crowd, our attention can just stay only in the first part. We will be too busy to even see what is going on inside, because we are very busy outside. Okay, go on. But what's happening inside? So that will take us to the second part. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. You are not only telling us what happens, but you are also giving us what we should do also. So that is amazing, Mataji. Thank you so much for that. Not only this Katha, all the Kathas you've been giving over the years. So we don't need to feel anything bad what we are going through, right? So we need to acknowledge it. Yeah, we need to accept, okay, we are diseased, and then see what pure devotees are saying. As you said, like, follow with the simple hearted devotees, that will rub down to you, and it will be automatically, everything will be taken care. You just follow what they're saying.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mataji.
That's all, Prabhu. Yeah, that's all. Hari. Yeah. Just to add quickly, mind can trick so much. This is the crucial point from step 1 to step 2 in bhakti. From getting into bhakti to sustenance, this is a crucial part. The mind will not just agree so easily. It just can throw temper tantrums and can come up with many reasons why it cannot go forward. And it would just stay in the first stage only. I am comfortable here. No, I want to be here. Don't tell me anything. No, going further. Mind can do that. But again, when we are sincere and prayerful, then the help will come, mercy will come. Then from within, we will feel like, okay, as you just mentioned, I acknowledge and I want to prayerfully move on. Those changes will come from inside. But that's a big, big thing in bhakti. That from first step 1 to the 2, from coming to the sustenance is a big thing. And when that is happening, we have to be prayerful and very grateful. That is not ordinary. So, yeah. We want to be grateful. Yes, Prabhu. We'll pause here then. We'll go to Gaurachandra.